Hey guys, we are Kayla and Kelly here from Wildfire at the Critical Thinking Podcast, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.
Cool. I had a question. It just slipped in my mind.
The question just died in your mind. Okay. I have a question. I had a question. Now I'm doing a Rick thing. I don't know. It's too early. Been up all day, all night. I don't know what day it is, what time it is.
Oh, I just had another question and it slipped. I'm really getting
Need
bad
to
at
give
this.
you more coffee, Rick, man.
It's my age. I'm sorry. I'm old.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo, and our other co-host,
Sean.
and the other Mexican in the room, Miguel G.
and this is a critical look at all things gaming, movies, collectibles, and so much more.
Okay, welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm sorry, I can't be like Kyle, but I can try to be. We're having an interview with Wildfire. This is a duet. Is it girls? Is that what you say? A duet?
I guess, yeah.
It is a duet of girls that are country singers from Houston, Texas, over our local city. Actually, it looks like they're getting pretty big. We're gonna have them on the interview in a few minutes. Other than that, how was your weekend, Sean?
I mean, my weekend was crazy. It was nuts. I've had a lot of stuff going on with my family, so that's, things have been kind of hard with the fallout with my grandma dying. That was difficult. So, there's been just a lot of things. And I was back here at home covering everybody's butt since I was the one designated driver that's left here. So I'm having to taxi everybody around. And I was like, oh man, I gotta get everybody a driver's license. we gotta start changing this stuff. Holy crap. I was constantly driving back and forth, but I had a blast editing our previous podcast that we just did with the True Showtime. I had a lot of fun. That guy was hilarious. He was off the chain, but it took me a while to get it out there because we had a lot there and I really wanted to do it up right. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to do it up right. Since this is kind of like my homecoming, I got back in here in the studio, back to doing my thing. So it's I want to do it right. So I didn't take my time, I'll do an hour here or there throughout the week. I was more like, no, after all this stuff is out of my way, I'm hitting the ground running. I'm doing it hardcore. So that's pretty much what I did. So that was basically my weekend. It's just been busting my ass, running around all over the place and finishing that podcast.
Same. Well, not same here. I mean, I've actually had a better weekend than normal before. I actually got to hang out with Kyle a bit, on Saturday.
Wait, who's that?
Our other host. He's a little busy doing some work right now, but,
Wait, we have a host that's Kyle? I don't remember this guy.
Yeah, he's been absent for a while. Hopefully we'll get him back. But I was actually hanging out with him yesterday we were doing some work also on some cars and everything. But had a little.
Got to throw in a Miguel line here. Code for sex.
Code for sex. And also, like I said, we don't have Miguel here in the studio. He was at his birthday was yesterday. He turned old.
Wait, he turned old? Wasn't he always?
Okay. Now he has more gray.
Oh, besides, never mind.
It's is that a code for turning gray?
Oh, wow.
We should order him a canister of spunk lube for his
That's what we should have got for his birthday. Could have put it on his cake.
Gross.
He likes it that way.
And unfortunately, maybe if we would have let Josh know it was going to be on Sunday, which I forgot to mention him it was Sunday, he probably would have been able to make it for the interview. He would have been back on the show, but during the week it's kind of hard for him to make it here because he's all the way in Beaumont now.
Right.
But he's on the backhand of our production and everything. He does the website for us and everything like that. So he's the guy we have in the background in case we need him as in the studio. Then we'll call him in henceforth. But other than that, that's why we haven't heard from Josh in a while.
Yeah.
And Miguel.
And that was an oversight, honestly, because, he hasn't been able to come at all on Mondays, which is when we normally do our recording. And then here on Sunday, it's like we're all, everything is just all helter-skelter because it's like, okay, we have an interview on Sunday. Miguel's not going to be here. And we got all this other crap going on. So, like, I literally was busting. Okay, so here's a funny thing. I was literally like, my mom was like, you know what? You should go up with your dad to Dallas because my dad just got a job in Dallas. So he's going up there and he has to start work tomorrow. So they just literally got back from Ohio yesterday and he's already having to drive up there and start because it was either this Monday or the next Monday. And it's like, oh, hell no, we're not going to wait till the next Monday. So she was like, wait, you should go with him. So, you can drive a part of the way and make it easier on him and you can be there and you can visit your godsons. And I was like, oh, you're right. Like, what am I thinking? I should totally do this. So I get up. I'm like, holy crap, running around trying to pack everything, put my stuff together. Like, oh God, I got to get over there. I got to make sure I eat something. I got to make sure I get some coffee in my system. I got to get over there. We got to do the interview with Wildfire. So I'm just like running my ass off, trying to get everything together, tripping around stuff. Like, think. What did I put in? Underwear, socks, shoes. What am I missing? I'll get it later. I'm running my ass off this morning and I get here and I'm like, right on time, same time as Rick's here. I was just like, yes.
Being that you're going to be in Dallas, we will do the editing of the podcast as well.
That's right. Yep. So it's going to have a Dallas flavor. I'm going to be editing it up there. I'm going to throw in some Cowboys.
Other than that, let's go ahead now. Well, I guess we got a little bit of time here. I guess we can go ahead and throw in some box office numbers here real quick before we get to the interview. Box office numbers for July 27th through the 29th. We had Mission Impossible Fallout came in at number 1 with 61.5 million with total gross, but it's with a budget of 178 for the first week. Do you think that's bad or not bad?
How long has it been out? Has it just been like 2 or 3 days, or has it really been like a full week?
Well, it's only been since Thursday. Just think about it.
Since Thursday. Well, I mean, it's kind of a meh. It's not like horrible, but it's not great. I mean, I guess like now it seems like we're in a transition point where there's more movie spending and some of our American films are a bigger deal across the pond than they are here. So it could be that they did a lot better out in the world audience than they did here in America. But for America and for a Mission Impossible, I don't feel like that was very good. I think that, it's not like it's just totally dropped the ball and they didn't even make any money, but Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, I mean, come on. I should have done better than that.
I don't know. Maybe it will do better in the upcoming weeks because I don't know what other movies are coming out. I don't think it has any other things. So it actually might take number 1 again next week. Coming in at number 2 is Mamma Mia. Here we go again. This is the second part of the Mamma Mia musical kind of movie series it was from the first one. I don't remember the first one because I didn't watch it. I heard it, but I didn't watch it. So I don't know how well that did. But actually, this is their second week. They pulled 15 mil with total gross of 70 mil.4. And it was
and the budget on 75.
So, I mean,
they've almost made their budget in 2 weeks.
If you actually go, like you said, across the pond and everything, it probably made the budget
then excelled it. Yeah. That's pretty good in America, I would say. Yeah. 70 mil over 2 weeks. That's not too bad. I think they did pretty respectably, making their money and doing that. And they're obviously going to pull in more the next 3 weeks, so they're going to definitely top their budget in a pretty short period of time here. So I can say they got a success out of it. All I got to say about this movie is, it seems like every friggin' movie I would go to, I would see this in the previews. I would see this in the freaking trailers. Like, holy crap, it's like they're trying to brainwash me here.
Coming in at number 3, which is one movie I want to go see, and it's like it's week 2, already made its budget. This is The Equalizer 2 with Denzel Washington. Made 14 mil this week with a grand total of 64.2 mil. With a budget of 62 mil. So for the second week they made their budget. I know they're going to do well across the pond. The first Equalizer was awesome. So this one actually looks just as good. So I believe this one is going to make a lot more money.
Absolutely. I think they were really smart on this one because, whereas Mission Impossible was a budget of 178 million, their budget was down only 62. And now here at week 2, they've already exceeded their budget. So, assuming that averages out over 2 weeks and they did one half of the budget and then the other half of the budget, Mission Impossible is really only at a third of their budget right now. So looks like to me Equalizer hit their timing a little better, their marketing a little better, and maybe their budget a little more intelligently, because here they are and they already topped it. So, I mean, personally, I was very excited about this. I wanted to see this.
Yeah. Coming in number 3, since Miguel would like to tell you he don't want to see no more of these, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, which made 12.3 mil this week, with a grand total of 119.2 mil with a budget of 80. So and this is week 3, and they definitely made their money.
Oh yeah, they definitely made their money here in America. They definitely excelled it for quite a ways here already at week 3, and I can only imagine it's probably way more worldwide. Yeah,
and then coming in at number 5, which we all want to check this one out because it's the Teen Titan Go movie that actually based from the Teen Titans Go TV series on Cartoon Network. This is the movie. It made 10.5 mil, which you think is kind of low, but its budget was only 10 mil. So it already made 5.5, was it 500,000 above its budget.
Yeah, just in America.
And this is just week 1. So you can imagine this one's actually going to go up even more, and they made their money back and everything, and it just looks hilarious. I did send a clip to the guys about when Batman was chasing them, and it was just, they would shoot him trying to make sure to stop him, and he'd be coming like, Batman Begins, Batman Forever. He's just like, what the fuck?
And, I think this kind of represents what would be a better strategy, I think, for DC right now, would probably be hitting more niche markets, at more modestly priced entries into the theaters, and, not try to be Marvel doing big box office, huge budget, and, we got to throw in Ben Affleck, and, we got to do all this crap, and pick kind of A-list actors or whatever, forget that stuff. Take it down to like a respectable level, be kind of indie, be kind of gritty, put it down to lower budget. And I think they could be knocking it out of the park because they don't need to try to be like, oh, look, we're competing with Marvel. That's just getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, well, they're revamping the DCEU, right?
Are they?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be called the DCEU, just going to be called the DC Universe.
Oh.
Aquaman is the first film that's going to be of the revamping of it.
Really?
Okay. Because, everything was all a dark tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've seen the new Aquaman trailer, which it looks awesome and everything, there's more color. There's more, you figured it'd be more dark tone being underwater, but yet it was more color. And also there was, you got to see Black Manta. They did not change his costume. He looks just like Black Manta the way he's supposed to. I'm like, looks like it's going to be a really good movie.
It does.
So like I said, DC is coming up. I think the change is going to be good for them. Any honorable mentions you have there?
Oh, well, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is coming in a total gross of 183 million here in our American market at 4 weeks. So they did pretty well. They did pretty well.
The movie was awesome. If you love the first one, you're going to love the second one. Because it was just as funny, just as, action-packed the way it is. So it was a good film. I watched it. I enjoyed it a lot.
And here at number 7, we got The Incredibles 2, which their total grossing here in America is 572 million in 7 weeks. So
man.
Bam.
Now, here at Critical Thinking Podcast, we love The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson makes incredible movies. I think I think this is just the one movie he kind of just overextended. Skyscraper, it only pulled in 5.4 million this week with the grand total of 59.1 mil with a budget of 125 in 3 weeks, and he still hasn't made his budget.
Yeah, he's only at half of it, at least here in America. Yeah, I feel like with this one, even though I really loved some of the things about the concepts and some of the stuff just seemed really cool and nostalgic, reminded me of like Die Hard and some really cool stuff. And I love the fact that he was kind of like a disabled vet. And so we had some things like that were really cool elements. But the overall tone, at least of the trailers from what we saw, it seemed like it was kind of amateurish. It kind of seemed like back when he was a wrestler, if they were going to make a WWE movie or something, like that's what it would have been. So I love the fact that he tried something kind of out there and experimental like that. that they went out there. I don't know how much input he had with Universal, obviously, but it seems like maybe it was kind of a close to his own heart kind of a thing. So I kind of feel bad for him that it really didn't do that great, but, applause to him for trying it anyway, and hopefully, better shot next time.
Yeah. I was like, all right, well, that's our box office numbers. Other than that, let's go ahead and get to this interview with Wildfire.
One life, one chance, one dream, one eternity.
Hold on, John. I know you want to ask questions real quick. Let's go ahead and let's introduce. This is the Wildfires.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you all?
Great, we're awesome. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Kelly. I'm 13 and she's 15.
Yep.
Y'all are young. Go ahead, talk about yourself. Let us know who y'all are.
Yeah, so we are a country duo from Houston, Texas. We started singing when we were about 5 and 6 years old. We did dance and musical theater and really found that we loved the singing aspect of it. And so we started a duo together. And also another cool thing about the duo is that we're sisters, so we're together all the time, so we can always practice.
You can't beat doing something with your own family member like that, your own sister, brother, whatever. I've got a lot of family too. I actually come from a family with 10 kids, so we do all kinds of stuff together too. We get involved in a lot of different things. So what's that like for you? Do you have a great time, going at it with your sister in the music industry?
Yeah, we have an amazing time. I mean, me and Kelly are super close and everything, so we don't really fight that much, especially when it comes to music. So, I mean, we have an awesome time together. We're basically like best friends, and I'm just so glad we get to do this together.
It's great.
So each one of you, go ahead and introduce yourself, your name personally, so our audience gets used to your voices.
Okay, yeah, sure. So my name is Kayla.
And my name is Kelly.
Awesome.
I'm 13
and I'm 15.
So y'all been doing this since y'all were 5, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have been singing and dancing since we were 5, but we switched to sing.
Switch to singing.
Yes, we love the singing.
Just performing and everything to do with music, playing instruments.
Yeah, we find a lot of fun in it.
So what instruments do y'all play?
Me, Kelly, I play guitar, drums, and a little bit of piano.
And I play guitar, and I'm starting to learn piano.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Y'all are very versatile there, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love learning new things.
Gotcha. Who inspired y'all for country music-wise?
That's a tough one.
Maddie and Tay, for one.
Yeah, we love Maddie and Tay. They're another duo from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But also, we love Maren Morris. I think that she's such a powerhouse, and she's just amazing when it comes to, showing off women in country music.
Yeah.
Cool. Y'all do, like, shows up around in Houston area?
Yeah, we do. Right now, we're actually recording a new EP, which is going to come out pretty soon, and we're super excited about it. But so we're not performing as much right now because we're pretty focused on that. But we have performed lots of cool places like the NRG Arena here in Houston, where the Houston Texans play. And we've also performed at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, which is super fun.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Being that these are actually kind of really big venues and everything, was it nerve-wracking the first time, or was it just all natural for y'all?
Well, for me, Kelly, and I think Kayla, when we're just performing, we don't really get nervous or anything, but when it comes to competition, Kayla gets a little more nervous.
Yeah, so basically what she's saying is, I feel like the nervous energy kind of turns into adrenaline, which gets us super pumped for the performance.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Wow, you guys really sound really ahead of your game. Like you at your age know to turn nervous energy into something. I love that. That reminds me a lot of a book that I read that was about flow hacking. It was about taking the potential and, basically optimizing human performance. Studied all these extreme athletes, people that did incredible things. And the thing was that they entered a state of flow, and they knew how to take whatever they were going through, and, they just started crafting it into just more and more elite performance. It sounds like you're doing that. So for you, what's your biggest challenge that you see right now as an artist and what you're doing going forward, each one of you?
For me, Kayla speaking, my biggest challenge I feel like is in the country music industry. There's a lot of male acts that are very popular on the radio, and you don't hear a lot of female acts. So I think that, being a female in country music can be difficult, but I feel like it could totally be overcome. And I think that's a big thing. All these female groups like the Song Suffragettes, I don't know if you've heard of them, but I think that just being a female can really change the way a lot of people view country music.
And for me, Kelly, I just feel like this isn't really a challenge, but I would love to learn every instrument and learn all the techniques you can to improve your voice, improve your harmonies, and just really get ahead of the game on all of that type stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. When y'all are on your songs, y'all write your own songs?
Yeah, we do. A lot of the times we write with co-writers, which is so much fun. We recently just went to Nashville and LA to write some songs, and we're going to go back next week at this time to record them for our EP, and we're super pumped.
Yep.
Nice. So when y'all are writing, what is it just life experiences, or what's your inspiration for what you write as a song?
Yeah, actually, most of the time it is life experiences, but I feel like sometimes I take situations that people, like friends, are in, and I kind of, they tell me about what's going on and everything, so I kind of take their situation and turn it into a song, because I feel like you can learn a lot from other people.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
So what is what's a primary theme for you? Because I know, for every artist, we always kind of tend to have something that we know that we're about, that sums up what we focus on, what we envision ourselves, and the message that we bring, the thing that we carry. What is that for you two? What is that vision that you cast as artists?
Well, for one, this is cliche, but we love to write love songs, and we also love to write empowering songs that just empower women, empower people that are down maybe or going through stuff, and we like to understand and relate to our audience.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of positivity, I feel like we like to write about.
What for both of you? Let's get a little more shallow here. Let's get to some of the funner questions. What are the things that each of you really enjoy doing as your personal hobbies? Obviously, aside from the music.
Yeah. So, Kayla speaking here. I love to work out. I feel like working out just really helps me stay positive and helps me stay motivated. So definitely, working out. I love to run too, and Kelly.
For me, I love to play sports. I play some at my school because it's not that big of a commitment, but it's where I get most of my exercise. But in the summer, I do love to work out because it always puts me in a good mood to be competitive in sports and just, work out and sweat at the gym and run.
Ah, cool. Being that y'all are singers and everything, does it affect y'all schooling? Do y'all have to leave school or anything? Do y'all do this between semesters and stuff like that?
Yeah, so right now we are going to public school, so there are quite a bit of conflicts when it comes to our music. But I feel like overall, the schools are understanding, and we don't miss that much school due to music. I feel like we still can get a lot accomplished and still, go to public school and have fun with our friends.
Yeah.
Cool. Family-wise, I guess both parents are very supportive for you?
Yeah, for sure. We have amazingly, supportive parents, and I'm really lucky to have that. I feel like that really motivates us to work hard and, have a lot of fun.
Chase our dreams to the fullest.
Oh, definitely. Okay, I'm going to kind of go into some nerdy questions here, because that's kind of like what we are here over here.
Okay.
Movie-wise, what type of movies do y'all like to watch?
For sure, comedies. I love comedies. A lot with Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. I think that those are some great ones. Also, romantic movies. I guess romantic comedies are kind of mine.
Me, Kelly, I love to watch movies, but I also love to watch Netflix series. Definitely comedies. Some of my favorites are The Office, Friends, Riverdale, dramas. So yeah,
for sure.
Ah, I see. Riverdale, huh?
Yes, love Riverdale.
You know, that's the Archie comic series, right?
Yes. Yeah, my dad read all of them when he was little, so he always is like, "Oh, that character, he's from the comic book."
Also, kind of going into the nerd, do y'all like any of the Marvel films or the DC films?
Yes.
Oh, we love them. Everyone that comes out, we go to watch with our dad.
Yeah. He likes all the superhero
We love
movies.
action, science fiction, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. So who is y'all's favorite superhero?
Me, Kelly, mine is Spider-Man or Iron Man.
Yeah. Mine would probably have to be, I love Spider-Man ever since that Spider-Man Homecoming movie came out.
that was great.
And I used to watch the little cartoons on like Nickelodeon when I was little, so I love that. And then also Superman.
She one DC, one Marvel. Got you. Do y'all read comics or do y'all?
Me, Kelly, I used to read comics. I don't really get to it anymore, though.
Yeah.
But I still have some of them.
Okay, cool.
So, I have a question. For both of you, what would be your favorite movie? Like, what is the thing that for you, like, it's just the most awesome movie of all time?
Oh, that's a tough one. One of my favorites, though, is probably a movie. I believe it came out in I don't know. I might be wrong if I say this, but I believe it came out in the 80s or 90s. I'm not sure. But it's called Can't Buy Love.
I know what you're talking about. That's around, late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s. That's what I thought. One of my favorite actors, Patrick Dempsey, I believe is how you pronounce it, is in it.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Me, Kelly, I love that movie, like Elf, and then the Adam Sandler one. I think it's called like The Water Boy.
Oh yeah.
And I love this new movie that just came out called The Kissing Booth. It's really good.
That's a good one.
I heard about the Kissing Booth. I haven't. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know if that one's my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I have seen Waterboy. I've actually seen all those movies. Even I even seen Can't Buy Me Love that you were talking about.
Yeah, that one's really good too.
Yeah, I have a sister. That was one of her favorites as well.
Yeah.
So, another question. For both of you, so obviously you're definitely into country, very clearly. Are there any other music genres, any other artists across a diversity of music that you guys like to listen to yourselves, that you find as influences? And is there anything that would be surprising for most people if they found out that you're into that?
Me, Kelly, I personally love like rap. I don't know if that's surprising to people since I sing country, but I love like Drake. I don't know if you've heard of NF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love NF. Yes.
We love NF. Like
we always listen to it before we go into the gym to just get pumped.
Yeah.
And then I love Khalid.
Yeah. And then me, Kayla, speaking, I love a lot of like the indie pop. I don't know if people would be surprised at that. We've answered some of that in like our Q&As before, but this one artist, one of my favorites that's indie pop is probably Lauv. He that I Like Me Better When I'm With You song.
Getting Over You.
Getting Over You, yeah. Also, we love John Mayer.
Oh,
love John Mayer. He's one of our biggest inspirations.
Yes.
Ah, cool. He's also a really good guitar player also as well.
Oh, yeah.
Still going into the nerdum of it, do y'all play video games?
Me, Kelly, I love Fortnite.
Oh my God.
All the time.
Yeah, I also try to play Fortnite, but I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, we're kind of noobs, but
yeah.
No shame in that. No shame in that.
Hey, I've been playing games for a long time, and I'm still, even though I play Fortnite and I've done it for a while, I'm still a noob. My nephews are better than me.
yeah, my cousins are better than me, and they're like 7 and 12 or something.
Yeah. And then also, we used to be obsessed with Mario Kart. Like, every night we would play it for hours.
Yeah, we don't have a Wii anymore, but,
yeah,
it's okay.
I see. You had to get rid of it to quit the addiction. Gotcha.
Yeah, to get the Xbox.
Yeah, also, we've seen some of those games. My dad used to be obsessed with Duke Nukem. So, there's a lot of video games running our family.
Yeah, PUBG.
I just started playing that one on my phone, actually.
Yeah.
That's unexpected. I wouldn't expect you girls and your family to be so much into gaming. That's freaking awesome. I mean, we can relate on that all day long.
Yeah.
I grew up on that stuff. I grew up on the Sega Genesis and playing computer games on my Macintosh, and I grew up on the Super Nintendo, and then we had the N64 and the PlayStation. So, 90s kid, gaming was life.
I also love playing 2K, like that 2K teen NBA.
Yeah.
Because I love basketball.
Because like if Miguel was here, he'd be talking a bunch of trash because he's also a basketball fan, big time on 2K18, big time.
Yeah, he thinks he can beat anybody. Throwing that out to you, Miguel. By the way, he did want us to apologize to you both. He had wanted to be on here, but it was his birthday weekend, and his family sprung a surprise on him of having a birthday party today. So he's doing that. We hope he has a good time. He's also having
Happy birthday wishes to him.
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate that. He'll be glad for the understanding, but he definitely wanted to be here too. So. Too bad, it's just me and Rick. So you only get a little bit of the fun here, but
Having a great time.
That's great.
Cue positive vibing music.
Picture this, a rocket ship lifting off. A dream so big, there's one that lives in all of us. Don't wait for the perfect side, the perfect time to take that ride. Grab the moment, the race is on. Go find your place in the sky. You only get one life, one chance, one dream.
What other hobbies y'all like besides video gaming, working out? Is there anything other?
Like I said, I'm obsessed with sports. I don't really read a lot.
Yeah.
Sports-wise, who's your favorite team?
In basketball,
Oh, no.
Okay. The Rockets or Golden State.
Of course. You're probably going to get a lot of hate. For
Yeah.
that.
Kayla doesn't really watch sports or anything.
Well, I like baseball a lot.
Yeah, we love the Astros. We don't really like our football team, the Texans.
Yeah, they suck. But it's okay. I mean, we'll still support them. And they're...
Yeah, and Capella just signed a 5-year contract with the Rockets, so that's good.
Oh, yeah.
He can't shoot free throws, but he can...
What other venues have y'all played before? Besides, I mean, I know you, like you said, you've had these big venues before, but like, what all venues around Houston have you done, or have you done anywhere else besides Houston?
Yeah, so we've actually performed at quite a few different places that were pretty fun. We performed at the Sugarland Town Square. That was super fun. The Liberty Opry and Kima, which is a big attraction here in Houston. Everyone loves Kima. That was super fun. We also performed at Firehouse Saloon. Let's see where else. Oh, the University of Houston Stadium. So yeah, those were all super fun.
And we've done a few competitions here and there.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Which venue was the hardest for y'all to perform at, or was it just natural for y'all?
I don't know if any of them were hard. I feel like
one time we played at this hamburger place called Fuddruckers for 8 hours straight, so
that was challenging.
Wow.
Yeah, it was for a benefit. It was a good cause. It was just...
Yeah, we didn't mind it. It was just kind of challenging to have 8 hours of music.
Yeah, that's some skill right there. Going at it for 8 hours, dang! I would be out, man. Like I can hold my own pretty well with talking. I mean, I can do that for like 24 hours. But if like I had to be hard pressed to do like singing and musical kind of stuff, like I feel like I'd pass out. Like I'd be 3 or 4 hours, and be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Moving on to other frivolous questions. What kind of food is y'all's favorite? Like, do you have something that's just kind of your main thing, your main deal? I mean, is there anything weird? Like, are you vegan? Are you
everything? We love all food.
Me, Kelly, I am obsessed with like chicken Caesar salads. I could never be vegetarian or vegan because I'm obsessed with meat. I love steak. I love shrimp. I love seafood.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I might be able... Wait, is vegan or vegetarian the one where you don't eat meat?
Vegetarian.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I could be vegetarian because, I mean, I don't know. The only meat I really like is chicken, so... But yeah, I like a lot of seafood.
As far as guilty pleasures, we love ice cream.
Yes, we love ice cream. That's probably our biggest weakness.
We've probably, every state we've gone to, we've probably gone to every ice cream place in the city. Every night, every morning.
Brain freeze.
So I got you there. So if I were your manager, if I was an event coordinator, I would absolutely make sure that you got catered all the best ice cream in the town.
Yes. Another one of our huge places that we love is Jamba Juice. It's a juice
Best
place.
smoothies.
I'm pretty sure they have them all around America. But they have the best smoothies. Like, it's better than Smoothie King. It's just our favorite.
Yeah.
We love it so
we also
much.
love Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I totally agree with both of you on those too.
Yeah.
Because I like Jamba Juice over Smoothie King any day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one of our favorite, we love like smoothies and juices and everything. Like, that's probably one of our biggest favorites. But another one of our favorites is Juice Bar. I don't know if they have them in.
They have them in Nashville. We just know about it because, like, the Chrisley Knows Best. I don't know if you've seen that show. They own one, so we wanted to go to it and try it out.
And now we love it.
And then I forgot to mention a huge thing. Our family is so big on coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I bet, didn't you have one like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
We drink maybe 2 to 3 coffees a day each. We're kind of obsessed.
Wow, you drink more than I do.
Wow. Well, you're still better than me because, like, when I was, like, up in Ohio, for instance, I was up there recently taking care of my grandparents for about a month. I was drinking, like, a pot of coffee a day. Like, by myself. And then I was still like, I wanted to have some more. So I'm having to come off for a little while because, like, now it's like caffeine is having a bad effect on me because I've had too much of it. I'm having, like, detox from it. But you're not that bad. You don't need to feel ashamed of yourself as only drinking 2 or 3.
Yeah, for sure. Another one, if we don't have coffee, this has happened a couple times, but if we don't have coffee, like me, Kayla speaking, I'm a pretty, like, tired person overall. I feel like I'm kind of always tired. So when I don't have caffeine, I like to drink those, like, 5-hour energy things.
Not energy drinks, but, like, the little shots of energy.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I feel like they are just as good as a coffee.
Oh, there you go. My poison's Monster. I will drink anytime that I need the energy. I need the boost because I feel you. I get the same kind of sleepy. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. You know, oh, this is hard. I got mental fog. So I'll just be like, down that Monster. You know, give me that can, down it. You know, I try not to do it all the time or anything because, you know, then it doesn't even work for you anymore. But I definitely get you. It's a challenge. It's a struggle. Probably a little bit hard for you with your music too when you're dealing with that, right?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes when we're traveling, especially when there's time zone differences, we'll, like, be up for, like, a full, like, almost 24 hours. So it's always good to get, you know, a coffee or a little energy thing.
Gotcha. Wow. You're hitting the, like, man, you are already living the lifestyle of, like, the musician life with the touring and the sleep deprivation and the coffee. You know.
Yeah, we love traveling. It's probably my favorite thing to do. I want to travel the world one day.
Yeah.
Now,
like,
other than Nashville, where else have y'all traveled to performance wise?
Oh, for performing, well, we performed a couple times in Nashville. In Mount Joliet, Tennessee, at the Opry Mills Mall. Is that where it was? Yeah. But we have gone to we went to California to write a couple of weeks ago. But, you know, before we started all this music stuff, we still traveled. We have cousins in Ohio, also in Chicago, and, you know, we went on a cruise. So we've been, you know, quite a few places.
Oh, wow. Where up in Ohio?
Cleveland.
Okay, yeah, Cleveland rocks. Gotcha.
Yeah, we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What's been your favorite place to perform at?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I feel like the Houston Livestock
the rodeo.
It was just so much fun. You know, there was a lot of energy from the crowd, and I feel like that really pumped up our performance.
Thousands of people because it's like the biggest rodeo in the U.S. probably.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. If there was any artist that you could have featured in a song of yours or be featured in their song, who would it be for each of you?
Definitely for me, Kelly John Mayer.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I love Maren Morris. Like, she's one of my, like, biggest inspirations, so I feel like I'd have to say her.
Oh, Dan and Shay.
Oh, we love Dan and Shay. Yeah. Their new album, I love it.
I was going to also ask, kind of springboarding off that too, what is the vision that you kind of see for yourselves and going forward in the future? I mean, you're definitely serious about, you know, what you're doing. You're living a lifestyle. You love the traveling already. You kind of already know the costs and the things that are involved that are a part of it. And obviously you're taking it like champs, and it's not bothering you. It's not stopping you.
Yeah. It looks like y'all are humble about it as well.
Yeah. You're definitely down to earth about it, realistic about what you're doing. So where do you see see yourselves going forward in the future? How far do you want to take this? And do you think, like, as you continue to grow as artists, as musicians, do you think maybe you'll branch off into other areas, into other genres and things of that nature?
We want to take it as far as we can, as far as possible. We want to move to Nashville. We want to, even become like Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift.
Cool.
I feel like the country music industry is changing constantly, so our music probably will change, but we really just love what we do.
Yeah, like, country is the roots, but we would also, be apt to go into the pop world. Me and Kelly are huge fans of like pop music, so I think that would be super fun, doing lots of collaborations. But yeah, I definitely just want to take it as far as we can. I feel like whenever we feel successful, just take the next step.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about like if y'all would move from country to a different genre.
But I kind of covered that. And they kind of answered
they kind of covered it in the middle of the question. I was like, oh, she just answered my question.
So now you're stalling for a better question. Okay. We got you. We got your number.
I was like, wow. Y'all are answering before I ask.
Cue dramatic music.
My love is turned from red to gray. Sometimes I replay a three-letter phrase I used to say I love you. Don't know why we started to change, but we're like Texas with no rain. Hate the way that it feels, but we both know it's true. And now I need you like I never had before.
So, who out of like everybody, obviously you've got to have a great support system with your family. Your parents must be really all on your side. So who is really, you can give some shout outs right now. Who really is the home team for you girls that is really supporting you and is always there, your number one fans?
Definitely our mom and our dad over everything. All of our family, really, our grandpa, our grandma, our uncles, our cousins, all of our friends. We have a really good friend we've known since we were about 2, Noelle. She comes to all of our gigs. My friend Brooke comes to all of our gigs. Everyone we know is just really supportive around it.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably people that think like, oh, why are you doing this? Like, why don't you just do something like school sports? But, I feel like everyone is pretty positive about it and, just gives us a lot of support. And also, our A&R group, Birch Street Music, I feel like they, are also supportive and, get us a lot of contacts.
Everyone we co-write with, everyone we record
for sure.
with.
One of our biggest co-writers, supporters is Abby Rowe. She's amazing. We love her.
She's trying to fly out to LA just to see us record some of the songs we wrote with her.
Yeah, also Shane Stevens. He's super supportive, gives a lot of great advice. So, yeah, a lot of people.
So, I know y'all are from Houston, but when y'all record in Houston or y'all record or in California or where?
We're actually going to LA next Saturday to record our new EP. So some of the smaller songs that we've done in the past, we have recorded. Yeah, we've recorded like at our local Lucky Run studio. But for the EP, we're going to LA to record it.
Yeah. So before this EP, we've always recorded everything in Houston. We do a lot of the instrument recording in Nashville, but all the vocals we do here in Houston usually.
Awesome. So give us a bit of a what's the 411? What's going on this EP? What you got going with that?
Ooh, so this is going to be super fun. We're so excited. Ooh, we just did the photo shoot last Friday and we get the pictures back tomorrow for like the cover of the EP. But yeah, it's honestly one of the things that we've just been the most passionate about that we've done thus far. And I feel like it's just going to be,
music that we love.
Music that we love. Yeah, like I feel in the past, we've changed a lot since we released our first EP. That was like 3 years ago. But, we've, grown up quite a bit. And, I feel like this EP will be super fun. And I just can't wait for everyone to hear it.
Yeah.
Much better songs. Like, we're going to take it to the next level. So we co-wrote with a lot of, hit songwriters. So we're just super excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have a working title for it that you'd like to share, or is that still being revealed?
Yeah, that's actually going to be revealed soon. But we're so excited. We cannot wait.
Ooh, it's a mystery. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be big. Whenever they're even holding back the title, it's like, this is a big release coming.
Yeah. Actually, the producer that's going to be recording it with us, I don't know if you've heard of Hot Shell Ray. They wrote that song like Tonight, there's a party rooftop of the world, Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Tonight. But yeah, he's actually going to be our producer on this, so we're super excited. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I'm excited too. Like you're definitely getting out there and getting some big names backing up behind you. That's got to be really awesome. So has your journey so far, has it been like this encouraging the whole time, or have you had like periods of time that it was like, man, this is hard, when is it going to get somewhere? What's it been like for you?
Yeah, so I feel like sometimes like we feel like, like stuck. Before we started working with Birch Street Music, we were kind of just, performing around gigs in Houston. But, I feel like once we got with them, like it really went to the next level. I feel like we started working with them in maybe like March. Yeah, January or March. But yeah, I feel like before that we were just kind of like, what's the next step? What are we going to do? But, I feel like every time that, we're in a rut, like something gets taken to the next level. So I think that's, a positive thing.
Right. Awesome. So whenever you come against that wall, because you've come against the wall by what it sounds like,
sure.
It's time to either pound your way through it or climb over it or find a way, and that extra growth and that extra just putting yourself into it and not giving up, then you always see that there's something at the other side. You always get through it.
Yeah, we definitely don't like just staying in the same place for a long period of time. We love to constantly be taking steps to make our music better and stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes down to social media, do y'all answer y'all's own Twitter or somebody else runs it for y'all?
Yeah, we answer everything that you see us, you know, answering online is us. It's not anyone else. We're talking to the fans. Like, and
we
I feel
DM them back.
I feel like that's super important, like, to be with your fans on a personal level, you know?
Yeah, like, all of these, like, bigger people, I get if there's, like, millions or hundreds of thousands of comments, you can't respond. But when they really take the time to even go like your comment, like, as a fan, it personally makes me feel very special.
Yeah.
So we like to do that to all of our fans and respond.
Awesome. So on springboarding off that question, what is kind of like the way you both handle social media? What's your favorite for each one of you, and how do you kind of do that dynamic of keeping up with the fans, each one of you?
Me, Kelly, I definitely love Instagram the most, and I just make sure I reply to all comments, like all comments, and, you know, go on their page, like some of their pictures, DM everyone that DMs us back, and just definitely connect with them and get to know them on a personal level.
Yeah, and I feel like I love Instagram too, but I also like Twitter and Facebook, so I really like Twitter, so, you know, I feel like I respond to more of the comments on there than Instagram.
Yeah, Miguel, he's our Twitter guy, so he's always on Twitter with us over here for our podcast.
Yeah, I love Twitter.
Yeah, he's a Twitter genius. He's gotten us like way more numbers than we ever expected that we would have on Twitter. So, you know, shout out to Miguel on that one. And I'm the Instagram guy. I love Instagram. I have my own personal account, and then I have the one I manage with Critical Thinking Podcast. Lately, I haven't been able to post as much because I've been gone. I've been up in Ohio taking care of family. I've been doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm hoping to come back with a vengeance. Have you two been able to, like, I'm sure in experiences in life and things that are going on, one of the things I've noticed that's difficult if you're a content creator, you know, like you are with music, being musicians, we are with being a podcast. What is it? Has there been times that you felt like things going on in life and things that you've had happening, and especially since you're young and you still have school and stuff like that, what's it been like dealing with like the challenges of time management?
Yeah, so time management, especially when we're in school, is a lot more challenging. But I feel like if you face it with a negative attitude, like it's never going to get done, you know? So I feel like you kind of have to just be positive about it and think like, this is fun, you know, this is what we want to do, you know? And sometimes I feel like we even think that, you know, it's a little bit more important than school and stuff. But, you know, like, we both are, you know, straight A's students, you know, a couple B's every now and then. But, you know, I feel like we handle it pretty well. And like what you were saying about the content, yeah, sometimes it's hard to find pictures to post because we both have to agree on them and everything. But, you know, I feel like just facing with a positive attitude is the best way to do it.
Gotcha. So you don't let anything get you down. That's basically the thing, is what you're saying. It's like, this is your passion. This is what you want to do. This is what you're in love with. And you remind yourself every day. You remind yourself, this is what we want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Like, instead of being all negative about it and saying like, we don't have content to post, guess we just won't post anything. Think that like, you know, we're lucky to be doing this and we should just find something to post. Cause you know, that post might inspire someone's day. You never know.
Wow, yeah, I'm inspired. I'm learning a lot from you. Okay.
Being inspirational, I mean, because y'all are young and very successful. Being that y'all are very young, as like has like younger, how would you say?
Have you had like kids that are younger than yourselves look up to you and be inspired and be like, I want to be like you. I want to do what you're doing.
Yes, we actually met a fan at one of our gigs, and we connected with her so much. She was younger and inspired by us, so we actually performed at her birthday party. And yeah, we have a lot of fans like that.
Yeah, especially on social media. I feel like sometimes at gigs, like people, you know, like littler kids don't really come up to us that much. It's mostly like kids our age and older. But, you know, I feel like on social media, a lot of kids that like have the singing accounts, you know, DM us videos and say like, oh, is this good? Like, should I post it? And we just like to really inspire them and, you know, tell them that, yeah, like you should totally post that. And, you know, other people, you might not think it's good, but other people might think it's great.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And that's what I've felt too, you know, as especially, you know, getting into what we've done with the podcast. I mean, for one thing, we've had great guests. I mean, we've had a blast. We've not had one bad guest yet. Like, out of everybody we've had, everybody's been really real, really cool. I've really enjoyed their personality and the stuff they bring to the table. But I think in the past, before I started doing this, I think I was kind of a little more closed about different, you know, genres and different ways of doing things, a little more strongly opinionated. And now I've come to the point that it's like, you know what, find the beauty in what everyone's doing. Find what it is that's there. You know, if nothing else, fall in love with how inspired they are by what they're doing. And when you do that, you can kind of enter their world and see through their eyes, and you get it and you understand it. So for you two, what is kind of a moment like that? What's something that, you know, before you maybe were more close to it? You said you've grown a lot since, you know, 3 years ago when you released your previous, like your first EP. So now, where you're at now, how do you feel like your horizons have been broadened?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, as you said, we've changed, I guess you could say, or like grew a lot. And I think that, you know, what a lot of people say is, like, sometimes people will DM us and they'll say, like, hey, like, I don't know if this is good or not. And because they have in their mind, they think that, like, whoever they're inspired by, they want to sound just like them, you know? And I feel like everyone's voice is different and everybody's unique, and you shouldn't try to sound like anybody else. You should try to be your own person. I think that that's something that's, like, really important to us, is, like, we don't want to, like, try to sound like anyone else, because someone's already done that, you know, like, people have already heard that. You want to do something that no one's heard before.
Yeah, absolutely. And that seems to be, okay, so here's another interesting question. I keep on getting the deep questions. I'm sorry, but it's just how my mind works. But, from that, is there with that whole, let me think how to word this. So going into that inspirational side, we all know as artists, you know, as we feel, I consider myself an artist. Maybe I'm not, but yeah. I consider myself an artist because I write, I do editing with this podcast. I'm a content creator. So I kind of think of myself as an artist.
Sure. Yeah, you are an artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But we want to be original, like you said. We want to do something that sticks out, that stands out, that, you know, we know that obviously to a certain extent, everything has been kind of done in a way, yet within that universe of possible colors we can see and possible sounds we can hear, there are combinations and there are ways of doing things that are just unique and that are just, you know, like somebody hears it and it's like, wow, you know, that stands out, that sticks out. So for you two, what, you know, is that kind of a struggle? What's it been like for you to craft your own original sound?
Yeah, so I think that, you know, if you were a single artist, like if you did it, you know, by yourself, I feel like it would be a lot harder to try to be original. But me and Kelly are a duo, so I feel like that makes it different for us a lot, and we have a lot more room to play with. Like, in country right now, I know that there's like Maddie and Tay as a female duo, and like the Hobbs sisters and everything, but I feel like there's not like a pop country sound yet. Maddie and Tay are a little bit more like on like the country sound. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like us being a duo, we can do certain harmonies and like do certain things to make it like original in our own.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So part of your creative process, the two of you together, you really springboard off of each other and really seem to, from the sound of it, it sounds like you get a lot of your inspiration from bouncing off of each other.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, out of all of your songs that y'all have written and sang, which one is your favorite, and which one was your favorite to write?
Yeah, so that's definitely both of those categories are definitely ones on our new EP, and we wish we could say the names of them, but we can't yet. But basically, our favorite to sing. Oh, I wish we could.
Well, out of your previous, not your upcoming.
Yeah, let's take a step back then. What's your second?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely our song "Believe."
Yeah, "Believe" was probably our favorite to actually sing and record. I feel like that one for sure.
Awesome.
To write and sing.
That's great. That's great. See, they got a lot of ready answers, Rick. They're like so fast and prepared. We're just having to fake our way through this and act like we actually have good questions.
It's like, yeah, y'all been through a lot of Q&As, haven't y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows. It shows. You're putting us to the test here. You know, our bleary-eyed old man brains are having a hard time here. I say that and I'm only 27. Don't laugh. It's not okay.
He can light up a room with that smile. Every moment with him sure's worthwhile. We throw around our love yous like there's no second chance. Whoa, this ain't no plain romance. Young love, they try to tame it. Young love, ain't nobody gonna break it. Young love, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Whoa, whoa, they ain't gonna change it. First month was good, second was great, but when the third came, it was like a crash freight train. We were on and off for a couple of years. Finally, we were over the tears, but we never forgot our young love, they try to tame it. Young love, ain't nobody gonna break it. Young love, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Whoa, they ain't gonna change it. Young love, they try to tame it. Young love, ain't nobody gonna break it. Young love, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Whoa, they ain't gonna change it. Young love, they try to tame it. Young love, ain't gonna break it. Young love, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Whoa, ain't gonna change it. Young love, they try to break it. Young love, ain't gonna tame it. Young love, they try to break it. Young love, ain't gonna change it.
Let's get a little more into the frivolous stuff again, because everybody loves that. What are the cartoons and things that y'all grew up with, and things that you still love to? Okay, go ahead.
Definitely, I love, I'm still obsessed with SpongeBob. I don't really watch a lot of TV, more so Netflix, but if I was ever going to watch a cartoon, it'd be SpongeBob. Kayla?
I like SpongeBob a lot too. Probably,
I love the regular show. I don't know if it's still on. It's about like this bird and this snake, I think.
I think it was a raccoon.
Yeah, we watched a lot of, when we were growing up, I don't know, did we watch a lot of cartoons? I feel like we watched Hannah Montana a lot, the Backyardigans,
The Wiggles.
Yeah.
That show Lazy Town with the girl with like pink hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, those are classics.
Yeah, one of our favorites was Little Bill. I love that show.
Oh, you grew up with some of the '90s kid stuff. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
See, that's why they're so smart, Rick. No, but that's cool. I definitely agree with you on the SpongeBob. I remember like first season of SpongeBob especially. I loved like the first 3 seasons were just hilarious. Do you have a preference yourself, or is it just kind of like all SpongeBob is good SpongeBob?
Yeah, honestly, everything is good.
I've never seen a SpongeBob episode that I didn't like.
Yeah, also Phineas and Ferb we used to watch a lot.
I used to love that show.
That's awesome.
I ain't gonna lie, I watch Phineas and Ferb all the time.
For sure, for sure. So, going on another question. So what would be your favorite artist of all time?
Oh my.
And that can be any genre, whether we're talking about music or we're talking, or even other categories, like music or actual painting or anything, who is the artist for you?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. Maybe Heart. I feel like probably Heart and John Mayer, because we love like guitar.
He's so clever. He's so smart. John Mayer. I really, really love Drake. Like all of his stuff is good, but I don't know about all time. I'd probably have to say John Mayer.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, like that whole Continuum album. I feel like
Yes.
was just amazing.
Okay. And off of that question, a similar vein, who is like your biggest inspiration?
Probably Taylor Swift. She has been there since we were little, and she's completely changed her music, but we still love it, honestly.
Yeah.
And she just knows how to really connect with her fans. She's a genius in the music industry, and I just feel like everyone knows her and everyone loves her.
Yeah, also maybe one of the Radio Disney Country DJs, Betsy Spina.
Oh, yes.
I feel like she's so inspirational. I follow her on Instagram, and I read her morning posts every day on her story, and she's just so inspirational. We really like her. And then also Ellen. I feel like Ellen is super inspirational. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, going back to the movies here. If somebody came to you and wants you to put a song in their movie, what type of movie would you like to be put into?
Probably a comedy.
A comedy?
Yeah. Maybe a Disney movie, because I used to always watch those, still do, like, not the, like, princess movies, but they still create really good movies, and I feel like we could make music to really fit a Disney movie and connect with that audience. Yeah.
And if they would ask you to be on there, would you?
Oh, yes,
yeah,
for sure.
We love acting. Actually, yeah, another one we might want to be on is that Stranger Things.
Yeah.
'Cause we love that.
That would be awesome if you were in Stranger Things. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we love Stranger Things. I've seen like the whole thing like 5 times.
Yeah.
I love how that whole series, they just managed to connect to like every level, every audience of any age. Anyone that sees it will love it.
Yeah, my dad loves it. Like, we watched it together for like the 6th time, and Millie Bobby Brown just played 11 so good.
Yeah, I feel like no one else could have played that character. She's just amazing.
Yeah, we finally get to see her in something else besides Stranger Things. She'll be coming up in the new Godzilla King of the Monsters movie.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Absolutely. So out of the actors and actresses of all the different movies, what would be the favorite for each of you?
For me, Kelly, definitely Adam Sandler. He's just so funny. Or Will Ferrell. He's very funny. And I have to say, Millie Bobby Brown, she's just an amazing actor, and I feel like she could just hit every role and just nail it.
Yeah, I really like Adam Sandler too. Maybe like Chris Farley. He's great. A lot of those Saturday Night Live people just are so funny. Yeah.
So do either of you have a controversial view on like some kind of entertainment or food, something pop culture that everybody loves it or everybody hates it, and you have a different opinion, you have a different stance that you're kind of adamant about, or maybe you've been in the closet about it and you haven't talked about it? Is there something that's out there that's like everybody hates on it but you love it, or everybody's crazy about it and you can't stand it?
This is not like really shocking or dramatic or anything, but juice cleanses, I've tried it before and I just feel like I could never do it. Like, how do you drink juice for every meal? And a lot of people in LA or California in general love them, so I guess that would be mine.
Yeah, so maybe mine would be people that eat like strawberry pizza or like fruits on pizza. I just don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, I love pineapple
Yeah,
pizza.
pineapple pizza, like I could understand it, but like other fruits, I just don't know if that's right or not.
That's great. So what's your favorite place to be in America?
California. It's just so beautiful all the time. There's beaches. For like, I guess looks, California, but like the inside, I love Nashville, Tennessee, because everyone is so nice there in Tennessee in general, and you just really feel like you're at home.
Wow. Shout out to Tennessee.
Yeah. And then obviously like Houston, Texas, because that's where we're from, and we have all of our friends and a lot of our family here. So yeah.
Gotta enjoy that heat in Houston.
Hey, that's what's up, H-Town!
Hold it down.
So, well, we don't want to keep you for too long. We've already got you here for almost an hour, so I'm sure y'all have lots of other things to do Sunday. We appreciate you taking the time. So we're going to give you the time right now to go ahead and throw out some shout outs. You know, your number one fans, anybody out there, you know, some of your own promotional material for what people need to look out for. Just go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely want to shout out first and foremost our amazing parents.
Yes, they're so supportive in everything we do. Our mom and our dad, we just love them so much.
Yeah, and definitely a lot of our friends, they're awesome. And Birch Street Music, yeah. All of our, also our vocal teacher,
Miss Pamela Moore.
Yep, she's amazing. We love her. So yeah. Check us out, you know, on social media. We'd love to connect with all of y'all's listeners. Yeah, so you can check us out at wildfiresings.com. And you can also hit us up on any of our social medias at Wildfire Sings. The only one that's different is Twitter, and that is Wildfire Singers.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome, man. They're always so prepared. I'm super impressed with both of you. You've killed this interview. You've done amazing. You've done an amazing job. Like you've killed it. You've grilled it. You've seasoned it, and you've eaten it like full and complete.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much. We had a great time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Awesome. Thank you,
nice
girls. We
having
had a
y'all.
great time. Yeah, it was great. We had a lot of fun. I learned a lot from both of you. You're very, very intelligent, very bright, and I see that, you know where you're going, and that's freaking awesome. So I just want to say, encourage both of you, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on going that direction, because it's an inspiration to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Y'all enjoy your Sunday and have a great day.
You too. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And now I need you like I never have before. You're remedy, boy, I need some more. Can't believe how much I miss you now. You're the missing piece I can't live without. Take me back to what we were, 'cause boy, you're my cure.
All right, that was the Wildfires.
Kelly and Kayla, the Wildfire Girls, they were amazing. Both of them are really smart, like so smart. We had a blast. They were keeping us on our toes the whole time, man. Like they had answers. They were just coming with the answers, and we're just like, whoa, hang on. You got questions, Rick? You got anything? I'm running out here.
Yeah, they were quick to, they were like on the ball and everything. But then, we did kind of get them on some of them. But
yeah, we got them on a few. We stumped them with a few, but it was definitely great conversational flow. I'm personally inspired. They're very inspiring what they're doing themselves. And like, if they can do it and they're already, they're so young and they're hitting the ground running and just going for it all the way. What excuses have I got?
True.
This podcast huge.
And, Miguel, sorry that he wasn't here and everything, but, kind of kept the podcast kind of clean.
Yeah, Miguel, you dirty mother. No, we miss you, man. Hope you had a good birthday.
Let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors
and our partners.
Our partners. We got Uncanny Comics over here in Rosenberg, Texas, and we also have Tanks Paintball over here in Richmond, Texas, which are our two main sponsors that we have here. Our other sponsor from across the pond is Tokyo Munchies, Kyle from Tokyo Munchies.
Tokyo Munchies.
He's a great guy, everything. He's always talking with us and everything. He wanted to actually be on the show in this one, but we forgot to call him up on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Sorry about that, Kyle.
Then also, let's see, our partners. We got Virus Vodka. We got, who else we got?
Well, we have our radio sponsors.
Also, our radio sponsors. We got
Beyond the Dawn Radio.
And No F***s Given.
There you go.
And now, 8-Bit Bros.
8-Bit Bros. But there's something what that radio is called. It's with the 8-Bit Bros.
Sorry, 8-Bits.
It's all right.
We just know you as 8-Bit. Miguel's the one that knows more of the stuff, but he's not here today. You can blame him on that one. That was the interview and everything, and hope everybody has it's an earlier show this week because we did it on Sunday instead of on Monday like we normally do. Well, y'all have a great week, and catch you on the flip side.
We out.
Hey guys, you can connect with us on iTunes
at Critical Thinking Podcast
and Twitter
at critic_thinking.
And also on Facebook and Instagram
at Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.